Now starting with the MCQs of blood. So in this we have approximately 207 MCQs, and these MCQs are of hematinics, erythropoietin, CSF, then drugs affecting thrombosis, anticoagulants, plasma expanders, and hypolipidemic drugs. So these are the MCQs which you will find in this particular PDF. So let's start with the one by one. I'll be doing 10 to 15 MCQs from each section, and I'll be uploading the PDF of both MCQs with answers and MCQs without answers highlighted, so you can practice and do it at your own also. So absorption of oral iron preparations can be facilitated by co-administering. So oral iron preparations can be facilitated, absorption can be facilitated by giving it with ascorbic acid, as it contains SH radical and it reduces the ferric ions, which makes absorbable iron complexes. Then the percentage of elemental iron in hydrated ferrous sulfate is 20%. Elemental iron in hydrated ferrous sulfate is 20%, and in dried salt it is 32%. Then a 16-year-old girl from a village presented to the OPD with the chief complaint of lethargy and weakness, diagnosed with iron deficiency anemia. What is the drug to be used? Can you use ferric hydroxide IM, ferric hydroxide oral, ferrous gluconate ion, and ferrous gluconate oral. So here a person from having a complaint of lethargy, weakness, iron deficiency, this drug ferrous gluconate orally will be better absorbed. Now preferred route of oral absorption is preferred route of iron administration is oral. Now these dissociable ferrous salts, they are inexpensive, they have high iron content and they are better absorbed than the ferric. So ferric के मुकाबले ferrous salts जो हैं, they are better absorbed, right? And gastric irritation, constipation also, they are related to the total iron, elemental iron which is administered. All of them have the same level of gastric tolerance. Sustained release preparations are not rational because this has to be absorbed in the upper intestine. ठीक है. Bioavailability is variable. Liquid formulations can stain the teeth, and intramuscular is given only in cases of emergency or pregnancy, which is an advanced pregnancy in which the mother is severely anemic. Okay. A 32-year-old female patient, 4 weeks pregnant, advised by her doctor to start folic acid tablets when she planned on conceiving. Which of the following statements is incorrect regarding folic acid? So female patient है, 4 weeks pregnant है, folic acid उसने start करी. Which statement is incorrect? तो यहाँ पे हमको देखना है कि incorrect क्या है. तो let's see what is correct. Chemically, folic acid is steroid glutamic acid. Oral therapy is adequate except when malabsorption is present. Then increased demand occurs in pregnancy, lactation and infancy. And response to folic acid occurs slow as compared to that of vitamin B12. Now see, if I say increased demand occurs in, this is correct, increased demand occurs in pregnancy and lactation, infancy, and during treatment of severe iron deficiency. Then folate deficiency, oral therapy is adequate except when malabsorption, this is right. Then malabsorption वगैरह होगा तब इसकी deficiency रहेगी. Then response to folic acid occurs slow as compared to vitamin B12. Here the response to folic acid occurs faster. Response occurs quicker as compared to vitamin B12. So here the answer will be this. This is incorrect. Which is new, inconvenient and safe iron preparation with iron bound to an oligosaccharide? A new convenient and safe iron preparation with iron bound to oligosaccharide is iron isomaltoside. Now this is iron isomaltoside 1000 is the latest injectable iron format. It is the latest injectable iron formulation for IV use, and this is marketed in India in 2016. So currently ferric carboxymaltose and iron isomaltoside are the most convenient and safest iron IV preparations. A patient suffering from end stage kidney disease is advised erythropoietin. What is the preferred route of treatment and its action? तो patient है end stage kidney disease is advised erythropoietin. So what is the preferred route? Now erythropoietin, it is basically erythropoietin is a hormone which is produced by the kidney also, that is responsible for erythropoiesis, right? Now anemia, hypoxia sensed by the, कैसे सिक्रीट होता है, अनीमिया हो गया या हाइपोक्सिया हो गया. हाइपोक्सिया में देन दिस सेल्स दे आर सेंसिटिव, so then it is sensitized and they induce the rapid secretion of erythropoietin, which acts on the marrow, and there it stimulates the proliferation of colony forming cells and induces hemoglobin formation, right? So now erythropoietin, how to give it? It can be given intravenous or subcutaneously, and its action lasts for several days. A mentally challenged boy is brought to the emergency. Parents give history of accidentally taking his mother's iron tablets. He might have taken 20 tablets. Which statement is false? ठीक है, false statement हमें चाहिए, तो हम पहले देखते हैं कि सही क्या है. सही में अर्ली थेरेपी विद डेस्फेरिऑक्सामिन रिड्यूसेस मॉर्टेलिटी. तो बेसिकली ये केस है आयरन पॉइजनिंग का, ठीक है. उसने आयरन की 10-20 टैबलेट्स एक साथ में खा ली है, तो इसमें अक्यूट आयरन पॉइजनिंग में यॉकर्स इन चिल्ड्रन एंड ऑल दिस पीपल, रेयर इन अडल्ट्स, पेशेंट को वॉमिटिंग ये सब होगा, लिथार्जी, डिहाइड्रेशन, एसिडोसिस वगैरह. तो अब इसमें सबसे पहले विच स्टेटमेंट इज़ फॉल्स? अर्ली थेरेपी विद डेस्फेरिऑक्सामिन रिड्यूसेस मॉर्टेलिटी, ये सही है. एक्टिवेटेड चारकोल शुड बी गिवन टू एब्जॉर्ब आयरन. एक्टिवेटेड चारकोल से आयरन एब्जॉर्ब नहीं होता है. इन शॉक डेस्फेरिऑक्सामिन कैन बी गिवन IV. बाल इज कॉन्ट्राइंडिकेटेड बिकॉज इट्स आयरन चीलेट इज टॉक्सिक. So this statement is correct. This is wrong. Activated charcoal is not given in iron poisoning cases. A 40-year-old patient was supposed to be started on sargramostim, which is a GM-CSF. The intern has a doubt as to which cell lineage does the drug promote. He asked the PG resident and get his doubt cleared. Health intern, which cell lineage does the drug affect? Now GM-CSF, sargramostim, which is also known as recombinant human GM-CSF. Now this is a amino acid glycoprotein, right? मेन थेरेपेटिक एक्शन इसकी क्या है? माइलोपोइसिस, ग्रैनुलोपोइसिस, लिम्फोपोइसिस, मोनोपोइसिस. सो GM-CSF थेरेपी जो है मतलब ग्रैनुलोसाइट, मोनोसाइट, ये कॉलोनी स्टिमुलेटिंग फैक्टर है. एंड इसका जो मेन एक्शन पाया गया है कि इट इज़ बेसिकली इफेक्टिव इन माइलोपोइसिस. जो बोन मैरो ट्रांसप्लांटेशन के केसेस होते हैं वहाँ पे इसको दिया जाता है. एंड ऑटोलॉगस एज वेल एज एलोजेनिक बोन मैरो ट्रांसप्लांट दोनों में इसको दिया जाता है. देन its impact on neutrophil recovery is less noticeable, and in transplant patients who show early graft failure also it is increasing the survival. So the main action of sargramostim is on myelopoiesis. A patient of iron deficiency anemia is put on iron therapy. What should be the rate of rise in hemoglobin levels so that response is considered adequate? Now rise in hemoglobin level कितना होना चाहिए? 0.05 to 0.1, 0.1 to 0.2, 0.5 to 1 and more than 1. So it is seen that per week 0.5 to 1 gram percent per week rise is an optimum response to iron therapy. It is faster in the beginning when anemia is severe, later rate of increase declines. The daily dietary requirement of vitamin B12 by an adult is 1 to 3 microgram, 50 to 100 microgram, 0.1 to 0.5 microgram, 1 to 3. So the daily dietary requirement of vitamin B12 by an adult is 1 to 3 microgram. That is the correct answer. The daily dietary requirement is via this. In pregnancy में lactation में it becomes 3 to 5 microgram, right? A 40-year-old male factory worker from a village in Bihar presents to the OPD with chief complaints of lethargy and weakness, found to have iron deficiency. ठीक है. He had also been diagnosed with same many times but was non-compliant. Decided that he should be given parenteral iron therapy. कीपिंग दिस इन माइंड विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग स्टेटमेंट इज फॉल्स. फॉल्स मतलब कि पहले देखते हैं कि कौन सा स्टेटमेंट ट्रू है. आयरन थेरेपी बाय इंजेक्शन इज इंडिकेटेड ओनली व्हेन नॉन कंप्लायंस टू द आयरन. ओके, ये सही लग रहा है. आयरन थेरेपी बाय इंजेक्शन इज इंडिकेटेड ओनली व्हेन नॉन कंप्लायंस इज देयर. ओरल आयरन मे नॉट बी एब्जॉर्ब्ड इन सीकरी पेशेंट्स एट सफिशिएंट रेट टू मीट द डिमांड्स. ये भी सही लग रहा है. आयरन रिक्वायरमेंट इज इक्वल टू 4.4 into body weight into hemoglobin deficit. This does not include the iron needed for replenishment of store. ये देखते हैं आगे. Iron should be normally administered orally. Parenteral therapy is to be reserved for. ये भी सही है. Parenteral therapy is reserved only when oral iron is. देखो ये वाला सही है. Parenteral therapy is reserved when non compliance है, when oral iron is not absorbed in CKD patient, है ना, प्रेजेंस ऑफ सीवियर डेफिशिएंसी. तो यहाँ पे ये वाला जो आंसर है ये वाला मुझे इसमें सही नहीं लग रहा है. दिस इज रॉन्ग. सो द आंसर क्वेश्चन वाज फॉल्स, सो दिस इज फॉल्स. कमिंग टू क्वेश्चंस ऑफ affecting drugs affecting coagulation, bleeding and thrombosis, plasma expanders. Vitamin K is indicated for treatment of bleeding occurring in patients. Vitamin K कहाँ पे यूज़ करते हैं? Used in treatment with heparin, used treatment with streptokinase, obstructive jaundice, peptic ulcer. So देखो हेपेरिन के ब्लीडिंग में तो नहीं यूज़ करते. वहाँ पे तो हेपेरिन का जो एंटीडोट है वो प्रोटामिन है. स्ट्रेप्टोकाइनेस से ब्लीडिंग में नहीं यूज़ करते. पेप्टिक अल्सर में नहीं, ऑब्स्ट्रक्टिव जॉन्डिस में यूज़ करते हैं. विटामिन के इज़ यूज्ड इन द ट्रीटमेंट ऑफ ब्लीडिंग ऑकरिंग इन पेशेंट्स विद ऑब्स्ट्रक्टिव जॉन्डिस. एंड बिकॉज ऑब्स्ट्रक्टिव जॉन्डिस में देर इज़ अ डेफिशिएंसी ऑफ विटामिन के, so that leads to the bleeding. So that is why this is vitamin K is indicated in the treatment of obstructive jaundice, bleeding. Low doses of heparin prolong. Low doses of heparin prolong activated partial thromboplastin time, which is also called as APTT. Then the common side effect of heparin is thrombocytopenia. It causes thrombocytopenia. Which of the following is not used for thromboprophylaxis? थ्रोम्बोप्रोफाइलैक्सिस में हम एंटीथ्रोम्बिन 3 नहीं यूज़ करते हैं. इट इज़ बिकॉज इट इज़ एन एंडोजीनियस. वी यूज़ हेपेरिन, वी यूज़ वॉरफेरिन, वी यूज़ एस्पिरिन, बट एंटीथ्रोम्बिन 3 एंडोजीनियस एंटीकोएगुलेंट होता है. लो मॉलिकुलर वेट हेपेरिन डिफर्स फ्रॉम अनफ्रैक्शनेटेड हेपेरिन इन दैट दे सेलेक्टिवली इनहिबिट फैक्टर ए. नाउ यहाँ पे डिफरेंस पूछा गया है. They selectively inhibit factor 10A. They do not prolong clotting time. They are metabolized slowly and have longer duration of action. So here all the above are correct because yes, these are all the correct statements regarding LMW heparin. Blood level of which clotting factor declines most rapidly after the initiation of warfarin therapy? warfarin therapy को start करने के बाद which blood clotting factor declines सबसे पहले most rapidly? तो दिस फैक्टर 7, फैक्टर ब्लड लेवल ऑफ फैक्टर 7 एज फैक्टर 7 हैज़ शॉर्टेस्ट हाफ लाइफ. इसकी हाफ लाइफ होती है 6 आवर्स. इसके बाद फिर आता है फैक्टर 9, फैक्टर 10 एंड देन प्रोथ्रोम्बिन. यू आर ट्रीटिंग अ पेशेंट ऑफ DVT विद वॉरफेरिन. ओके, what level of INR will you attempt by adjusting the dose of anticoagulant for adequate therapeutic effect? DVT के पेशेंट में वॉरफेरिन दे रहे हो तो वैल्यू ऑफ INR which needs to be maintained for adequate therapeutic effect is recommended to be between 2 and 3. Anticoagulant medication is indicated in. Anticoagulants हम किस में indicate करेंगे? Immobilized elderly patient, Buerger's disease, stroke due to cerebral thrombosis, all of the above. So anticoagulant medication is indicated in immobilized elderly patients as these patients are at the risk of DVT. The most important complication of streptokinase therapy. Streptokinase therapy का सबसे पहला complication होता है bleeding because streptokinase is a thrombolytic agent and it will cause breakage of thrombus and lysis of thrombus and then the further जो protective thrombus होते हैं वो break हो जाएंगे and then it can result in bleeding. And bleeding as it activates both circulating as well as fibrin bound plasminogen that results in increased risk of bleeding. The plasminogen activator, fibrinolytic, can be given as a bolus dose in patients with acute MI. Which fibrinolytic can be given as a bolus dose? So here urokinase, alteplase, reteplase, none. Reteplase is the drug which can be given as a bolus in patients with acute MI. It has to be given, it is given as IV 18 milligram over 2 minutes, 30 minutes apart. ठीक है, in case of a myocardial infarction. The most common adverse effect of a fibrinolytic drug. Fibrinolytic drug, acute renal failure, development of antibodies, encephalitis, and hemorrhagic stroke. It can result in hemorrhagic stroke. In out of all four, tranexamic acid is a specific antidote of fibrinolytic drugs. The following drugs increase the cyclic AMP in platelets and inhibit their aggregation without altering the level of thromboxane A2 or prostacyclin. So drug increasing cyclic AMP without altering levels of thromboxane A2 prosta, एस्पिरिन तो इसमें बिल्कुल नहीं आएगी, सल्फेनपायराजोन भी नहीं आएगा, डायपिराडिमोल एंड एप्सेक्सिमैब का भी मैकेनिज्म अलग है, इट इज़ डायपिराडिमोल. So this drug increases the cyclic AMP in platelets and inhibit their aggregation, doesn't alter the thromboxane A2 or platelet prostacyclin in the blood.